Hello guys, this is top news. Dick Cheney just passed away. I'm going to do a very rough reaction video to that because here on my channel I do drawings from that has to do with the future, and then I look at the world stage and I look at the top news so that I'm able to tell you that this is not cherry picking or user bias, but indeed there is a pattern here going on. And so so what I'm about to talk about, other significant channels has talked about, like for example the Young Turks. You can see it down here. It's a really big channel, so it's this is a subject that has been talked about many years ago. So you see it's 10 years ago, 11 years ago that this was discussed. So Dick Cheney has done controversial statements, really controversial, that rectal feeding is not torture. Yeah, rectal feeding is not torture. And as you can see, he passed away on November 3rd. My drawing about predictive poop eating was done October 31st. As usual, I'm for whatever reason, for whatever reason, I'm able to do a fairly good presentation here, as you will see. Like, why am I able to do a good presentation? Well, it's because I would argue that there is a validity in what I do, and the validity, there is a degree of truth here that I'm presenting, and and the fact that the presentation here, this presentation here that I'm doing, I'm not black painting him. I'm just going to show you what he said. And what he said is this. He's been expressing himself that rectal feeding is not torture, but it is yeah. So let me just show you what he said, okay?
That we could go forward to those without, in fact, committing torture.
Let me go through some of those.
That we by the president were, in effect, blessed by the Justice Department opinion that we could go forward to those without, in fact, committing torture.
Let me go through some of those techniques that were used. Majid Khan was then suspected of was subjected to involuntary rectal feeding and rectal hydration. It included 2 bottles of Ensure. Later in the same day, Majid Khan's lunch tray, consisting of hummus, pasta, sauce, nuts, and raisins, was pureed and rectally infused. Does that meet the definition of torture?
That does not meet the definition of what was used in the program.
I understand, but does that meet the definition of torture in your mind?
In my mind, I've told you what meets the definition of torture. It's what 19 guys armed with airline tickets and box cutters did to 3,000 Americans on 9/11. What was done here, apparently, certainly was not one of the techniques that was approved. I believe it was done for medical reasons.
So as you can see, he mentions medical reasons. So he's aware of that this happened, and when given the possibility to say that this is indeed torture, he says that it is medical reasons, even though it is forced fed into the anus, right? So okay, so it seems like I'm able to do a fairly good presentation here, and I'm not surprised. This is because I'm one step ahead, guys, and I'm literally one step ahead, or many steps ahead. I don't know, to be honest. It's just things are so clear to me, okay? And it's about poop eating, this subject here, and it starts to resonate. This resonance pulls people in that are considered by society to be important, okay? So Dick Cheney passes away. I'm not surprised. Again, like when it comes to these things, death is something that happens because it makes them it puts them in the center of the stage again. When someone passes away, they are put in the center of the stage of the world stage. So this is top news. He's top news, and what I'm saying here, the way that it's just so easy to talk about this, it's just so easy to make a presentation here about the top news that, you know, maybe you thought that it would be hard for me to talk about poop eating, you know, maybe you thought that, oh, that's gonna be a hard one, right? Well, it's like reality is slowly moving in that direction, and as I see it, as I said, people are going to eat poop soon. People are going to eat shit or eat poop, whatever. Um, either volunteer, either by their own will, because it's so tasty or whatever, or because as an accident, it just happens to slip in some poop into the mouth, you know. And what I do here is a form of humiliation to the fact that I'm so far ahead and I'm censored. I am, but again, this is 4D chess in a way, which means that what do you do in chess? Well, after a while, you have to humiliate. Humiliation. That's where this is right now. It's a, and as I said, people are probably going to eat poop soon, right? That's what I believe. This is why I did my drawing, that there's going to be poop eating, and that's hard to believe, but and also this is I mean, it's hard to believe for like, oh, you start to think like, what's the possibility of people eating poop, right? And so yeah, and today is November 4th, 2025. Yeah, and eventually I'm going to do another video today that has to do with this subject, right? And just to remind you, in October I spoke about nuclear for all of October. Basically every video during October, maybe, I don't know, 30 videos of nuclear. And then we had, and I started even before October, I started talking about nuclear. And then eventually we saw that Trump wants to test nuclear bombs. We have a Cold War now. And that's also, you know, I did 2 drawings that had to do with nuclear. One on September 16th and then one on October 12th. So I'm getting better at this, you know. And this is, I'm expressing my consciousness. And in a way, all that I'm doing is I'm making a drawing. And then I talk about the news, and I talk about what other people do and what they say. And That's all. That's all that I'm doing here. Like, really all that I did in this video was to tell you what Dick Cheney already said. That's all. And I'm telling you that, oh, it has to do with rectal feeding. Oh, that sounds like poop eating. It sounds like that. It has the same keyword thing going on with rectal feeding. You know, it's the same thing. And yeah. So that's it. A quick video about that. And yeah, this is going to be humiliating, you know, not to him specifically, but as I see it, like, he's already dead, right? November 3rd. But as I said, I believe people are going to eat poop, guys. It's going that way, and it's like reality is making that a magical experience. Like, it's the magic is going into that in a sense here, okay? So some people are going to see that, oh, some kind of poop magic, you know, and they, oh, I have to eat the poop because it's magical, you know. That's about something like that, you know. The way that people have magical thinking. Magical thinking is often, you know, it's mocked. Sometimes, maybe that's, I mean, you shouldn't mock people, right? But sometimes that's true, sometimes it isn't. That, whatever. I'll just end the video. See you guys.